Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer unit recommendations and tip section. I'm currently working through every faction and every unit in the game to kind of give you my thoughts on every unit, how I'd recommend using them, and showing you what their empowered abilities can do. The next unit we're going to discuss today is the Stormboyz, but first, if you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. So the Stormboyz, they cost 90 points. For those 90 points, you get a squad of 5 units here. Each one has 90 health, has 1 action point, 4 movement, 4 armor, and 10 evasion. They have no other weapons, just like the rest of the Orks so far. They have a Slugga, which has 4 attacks per model. It does a base damage of 3 to 5 with an armor piercing of 1, an auto range of 1 with a base accuracy of 90, and it falls off 15 per tile that's not within the optimal range. So these guys really suck at range, as they should. Their main weapon is the Choppa. It has 2 attacks per model, each attack doing 10 to 14 damage per hit with an armor piercing of 4 and has a baseline accuracy of 85. So with that kind of percentages, just expect one of these guys to miss their attacks altogether here if you're trying to calculate damage. Now, they do have mob rule, which what that means is if you have other orcs that have the mob rule, they'll start getting momentum gains if they're next to each other. So that's how these guys can really start to give themselves some buffs here. They also have rocket packs, which are the jet packs, obviously, of the orcs, if you're unfamiliar or weren't deducing that from the big rockets on these guys' backs. What it does is it allows you to have +2 movement. It does sacrifice 15% of their ranged accuracy, but again, you shouldn't be using these guys at range. It allows you to ignore penalties because it does count as flying, so you can either activate the rocket pack and then the Choppas and do a charge attack. I generally don't recommend that unless you're guaranteed not to trigger any sort of overwatch or reaction fire, because if these guys get suppressed, then they're stuck and unable to attack. And if you get behind an enemy, you would think, oh, maybe it makes more sense to do the charge attack versus just get a flank. The flank will increase your accuracy and damage, so it always makes sense to do a flank attack over a charge attack. So I just wanted to make sure, because a couple of newer players I've been doing matches against recently have been kind of confused about that. And then their other ability here is the Stormboyz strike. So what I tend to do is it makes more sense to use these guys to do damage with their choppers when there's lots of guys in here. But once they start to suffer damage, you can use them to use the Stormboyz strike, which effectively turns these guys into living grenades. So what it does is it uses the unit's jump pack to dive onto the enemy, dealing 33 to 45 splash damage with armor piercing of 3, and it does go to up to 6 models, and it does count as a charge attack. So again, you got to be careful that you're not going to use this on somebody that has a pistol or can trigger one of those overwatch protections or reaction fires, or you might end up accidentally suppressing these guys. And what it does is it allows you to have an additional 2 movement. Again, it does reduce their ranged accuracy, but again, you're not expected to use it because this does cost AP. So it allows you to then charge these guys onto strategic points and may be able to push them off. If you only have 1 model here, all of a sudden you're splashing up to 6 models, doing the 33 to 45. So it's not like each one of these guys does that damage. No matter how many models are here, you're going to do that 33 to 45 splash of 6. So usually this really pays off dividends when you're fighting low tier infantry or Necron, something like that, and you only have 1 unit left and you just want to take out multiple models, or you can use it to jump over obstacles as well. So you can kind of, if you've already jumped and then there's guys on the other side of the wall, or you want to get to the other side of the wall, you can then jump over here, especially if this rocket pack is still on cooldown, and then you can effectively be jumping back and forth over a barrier and driving your opponents crazy. That is an option. And then because this counts as a charge attack, it also has the potential to overwhelm forces. So if you are charging somebody that is positioned on a strategic point, there's a potential that you'll knock them off of that point, and then you can capture it with these guys, as capturing strategic points is free without any action cost. So that's another way that you can use these guys to give you a lot of benefits. Now, their damage is a little bit lower with their attacks. The nice thing is you have 2 of the attacks, so unlike, let's say, the Assault Marines that only strike once, if they miss, they miss, but with these guys, you know, if they miss, they still have that second attack, so you're usually guaranteed at least to do some damage here. But you can either buff them further with the Warpath here to get even more damage stacks going, and then they start to get some damage debuffs, or you can buff them with the War Bosses here, which is typically a good idea because you want to get them that accuracy, because if you have multiple War Bosses, now you've pushed their accuracy well above 100% with 30% damage increase, assuming you've got 2 of them within range here. And then you can also make them even tankier by bringing the Pain Boys within 2 squares of them, because now you'll give them 15% bonus HP as well. So there's lots of things you can do. Again, you could also potentially get in the custom force field to take 10% less range damage, but typically it's going to be kind of hard for him to get into there because you want these guys to be moved around, so most players are not going to be using the big mech to buff them. Now, you could give them the ranged armor and evasion buffs, I suppose, since that lasts for 2 turns, but typically you're going to be out of range for this guy, where the rest of them you may still be in range for. So we're going to take pretty much an all melee force here and see if we can show off how to use the Stormboyz. Oops. Clicked a little too far there. Alright, and where did we leave off? I think we got a mirror match now. Alright, well, let's bring the Stormboyz into the front here so they can just use their jetpacks right away. Actually, what I can do is have them over this way, and then they can use their jetpacks to get up here and hopefully overcome these guys here.
Orks always win.
So we can get them without causing a big log jam here.
It's our time. Move in and lead. They won't see us coming. Rocket hands ready to go. Come here, and we'll give you what for. Like we've a fight coming our way. Good. They won't see us coming.
Alright, get the war bosses up here. Get you guys over here. And I'm not sure. Alright, looks like they're gonna come and do some melee forces here too. Got some burners over there. Those guys are going to be problematic. Got knobs over that way. Stormboyz here. Let's drop some missiles in these guys' face. Like so. And then you can charge the knobs. They have pistols, so thankfully I didn't get suppressed there. So let you shoot into these guys. You can smoke here.
It's our time.
You got a 100% chance to hit. I think you should be fine to just smoke those guys like that.
Orks always win, even when we don't.
I don't think anybody really took any damage yet. Alright.
Stormboyz is the best.
Now ideally I would come over here and do this, but with all those Gretchen having different attacks, they can actually do a surprising amount of damage. Way more than you would expect.
Smash 'em right in the top.
Alright, so you gained some experience there, and in fact we should be getting them to a little bit closer because we'd like to get the mob rules going. So that would have helped me get even more. Because you can get up to 40%, I think, is the maximum here.
Rocket packs ready to go.
Oh, he's got multiple burners here.
They won't see us coming. They won't see us coming.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'd have to move you up here if the knobs are not gonna come and knock you over.
Stormboyz is the best. Oh! Ready as sore bones. It's our time.
Alright, let's move you up 1. You can do something like that.
Ready to boss the boys.
Move you up 1 too.
I think I could stitch that back. Rocket packs ready to go.
See, so those guys tried to do their thing and they still were successful, but they did lose a couple movement there. Alright, good job with the momentum there. Yikes. Alright, so that was a little scary there. Who's got what here?
He was made to fight, so let's fight.
I guess let's let you attack here. You can attack here.
Scrapping up close is the best.
We need to kill these guys. Oh, of course, they're in the way. Let you get your heal.
Rocket packs ready to go.
Let's let you come over this way.
It's our time.
You can smoke these guys.
Ready as sore bones.
Not gonna lie, I kind of was expecting a little bit more there. Okay. You should be able to do this. They should not be able to suppress you.
You're making us mad.
Okay.
Ready to boss the boys. I love a good scrap.
Let's get that. Put you up this way.
Orks always win, even when we don't. Let's get moving.
You should be able to attack here.
Now you got me attention. He was holding back. Now we'll use both hands. Now you got me attention.
Alright. Did some of that.
It's our time. Ready to boss the boys. I think I can stitch that back.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you can't heal yourself. I forgot about that.
This place
Keep you there.
Boys is the best.
Alright, so you don't need
Ready to go.
a tile to escape to.
They won't see us coming. They won't see us coming. You're making us mad. Rocket packs, ready to go. Let's get moving.
Alright, so you can just pull back a little bit.
Let's get moving.
You guys can come over this way. So we gotta space you guys out a little bit, because I don't know who's gonna get burned is the issue. So we'll do something like this.
Ready to bust the boys. We was made to fight, so let's fight.
Maybe if I put you up this way,
If you say so.
that will encourage them to flame you.
It's our time.
So let's see, you've got 40, you've got 45, 14, 12.
Is that all you've got? What a lot of it, actually.
Alright, they are definitely coming after you guys. Let's let you start fighting these guys down. Get your free attack. You can come here. And of course, the one that has good attacks is injured.
Rocket packs, ready to go.
I mean, I guess this one's pretty good too.
They won't see us coming. Stormboyz is the best.
Now let's let you do this, I guess. You were not supposed to do that.
Smash them right in the gob.
Alright, so I got you up to 37, so that probably means you were pretty low. If I attack with these guys, not sure if he's gonna kill multiple models or not. He did.
My turn now.
I was kind of hoping that wasn't gonna happen.
Stormboyz is the best.
Not doing particularly well at keeping guys alive here.
Smash them right in the gob.
Alright, that's 27. Alright, well, let's see if you guys get the kills here. Of course you do. These guys are killing me. Sitting here trying to get their freaking momentum going.
Let's get moving.
Ah, there's shooters over there. Of course there are. Just wondering what was getting the kills.
This is the line. was made
Now
to
that is what
fight.
I was trying to have happen on the other side.
Ready to force the boys.
Alright, you guys can come that way. Bring you over here.
Stormboyz is the best. Ready to saw bones.
Let's bring you up here.
Let's get moving.
You can start shooting into these guys. There you go. Let's do a little bit of that.
The nose is here. It's our time. Right through the armor. Right through the armor. Right through the armor.
Alright, so you've got
Rocket packs.
40
ready to
some.
go.
Let's get you here. Let's get you there.
Stormboyz is the best.
Let's let you attack here.
Right in the gob.
That was 18, huh? 18 with 30% momentum. I would have thought you would have got more.
Right through the armor. Ready to bust the boys. Smash them. Right in the gob. Rocket packs ready to go.
Not sure that's going to go very well here.
It's our time. Orks always win, even when we don't.
Well, let's bring you over this way.
Moving and leading. I love it.
I guess we're going to just try to shoot these guys down.
Now, stop it. Crump 'em. Stormboyz is the best. This may finish it.
You're what, 31?
Rocket packs ready to go. Oi,
That's 9. That would be 45 momentum potentially.
Stormboyz is the best. Rocket packs ready to go. Ready to bust the boys. Ours don't need to be the
Alright, we'll do something like
smartest.
that.
Just your beggars. Don't they know who we are? No, stupid.
21. To mob rules. Alright, get over here. Get him a little more. So now you should have 4. No? 1? Why am I not getting all 4?
It's our time.
These guys gotta be closer or something? Yeah, now you're getting it. It's 23. Oh man, I'm just short. I'm 6 short, and this is gonna end it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to upload, unfortunately, another video here. I thought I could just barely make it, but I was just short on the mob rules, getting them their momentum gain. So I'll upload a video with their empowered ability here. Okay, so I've got one of these Stormboyz here set up for being empowered. So he actually has 2 abilities that can be empowered, which makes sense. Obviously, his basic rocket pack can be empowered. And that gives you +4 movement, -5 ranged accuracy, and it turns the cooldown to 1 turn, so definitely nice to let him jump around more. And then they can also empower the Stormboyz strike, and so what that does is it increases the damage to 41 to 55 with armor piercing of 5, and will now hit up to 8 models instead of the 6. It also extends the range of this ability, so it goes +4 and -5, and it also brings the cooldown to -1. So that's pretty nice, and it looks like it might actually make it a free attack too, because it says 0 AP, but I'm not sure that's correct. I think that might just be the game being confused because it's on cooldown right now. Yeah, so definitely some fun things that you can do on these guys with their empowered abilities if you wanted to go down that route. Again, usually I find other orcs, especially the knobs, are able to get their more bang for the buck. I can't speak. For getting the kills, but those would be things that you could do here. So I hope that helps you get a better understanding of the Stormboyz and what they can do for you. Alright, so as you can see, the Stormboyz definitely have some utility. It allows you to really move around the battlefield. Now, they have a lot more health than the Assault Marines do, but they're very heavily restricted compared to the Assault Marines and the Space Marines in general with their death companies and other jump infantry. So the Stormboyz will definitely help you with getting increased movement and can then be deployed on strategic points to hold the point, given that they have the whole unit, assuming they're at full health, has 400 health, so you'd have to chalk through that quite a bit. They can take both melee damage and be shot from range, and then if you have other units buffing them up, that can definitely help you as well. You'll usually use the war bikes as your main movement to get in and capture points, because with all their evasion abilities that you can get with their special abilities, which we'll talk about when we get to that unit, that works out better. And then with all their armor, they can actually tank things better than the Stormboyz can, but it's not always guaranteed that they'll be able to survive, in which case you would definitely want to have some Stormboyz there as well to help you hold the fort down for the warbike, because once the warbike is gotten into melee, it doesn't do very much damage at range because it suffers the accuracy penalties, whereas melee units don't have that issue, obviously. So as you can see, you can definitely use their charge attack. Now again, everybody with the Orks has a lot of pistols, so I was a little worried to use it too regularly because I didn't want them to get suppressed. But once a bunch of models get damaged, you can definitely use them to do some additional damage and weaken up forces for your stronger units. And once guys get close to being dead, you can just use them to mop up those other units easily with their weak attack, or you can just use them to lock other enemies down while you're jumping them, and they're also exceptionally well at attacking single unit entities like enemy bosses, HQ units, vehicles, things like that. So that would be the other major benefit that the Stormboyz have. But thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.